Family members, friends, faculty, staff, and above all, graduates of the class of 2021, welcome to the University of Maryland Global Campus Virtual Stateside Spring Commencement. I'm Janine Williams, Professor and Program Director in the School of Arts and Sciences, and I am proud to serve as MC of this very special program. I'm honored to be joined by members of our distinguished faculty and dedicated staff, our keynote speaker, a UMGC alumna and the Assistant Adjutant General of the Maryland Army National Guard, Brigadier General Janine Burkhead, President of University of Maryland Global Campus, Dr. Gregory Fowler, University of Maryland Global Campus Chief Academic Officer, Blakely Palmietto, and Maryland Secretary of Commerce, the Honorable Kelly Schultz, who brings greetings today on behalf of our governing body, the University System of Maryland Board of Regents.
Thank you, Dr. Williams. I am delighted to have this opportunity to extend best wishes and congratulations from the University System of Maryland and the Board of Regents. I want to express my deepest appreciation, number one, to Dr. Gregory Fowler, who is presiding over his first ever commencement ceremony as president of University of Maryland Global Campus. Number two, to his leadership team, who has been extraordinary, and to the outstanding faculty and staff at UMGC. Under unimaginable circumstances, thanks to your collective vision, leadership, and hard work, UMGC continues to thrive as a vital institution, educating students who graduate as knowledgeable, analytical, and socially responsible leaders. To the graduates we celebrate today, let me say this. The last 14 months have been overwhelming in so many ways, but nothing can diminish the hard work, persistence, and dedication that has gone into each of you to become who you are and where you're going to be. In fact, the difficulty of the journey should serve to intensify the pride that you and your friends, family members, and colleagues take in reaching this milestone. Today, we are graduating from one of the most dynamic institutions of higher education in the world. The largest university in Maryland, the world leader in online education, and a global force with a presence in no more than 20 countries and territories around the world. Today, you become an enduring part of that proud and impressive legacy. And again, I offer each and every one of you a well-deserved congratulations. I speak for the entire University System of Maryland when I say how proud we are of you and of UMGC. We wish you all the best. We expect a lot, and we're thankful for your continued service and leadership.
Thank you, Secretary Schultz, for all that you do for the state of Maryland and for our students. It is now my great honor to introduce the president of University of Maryland Global Campus, Dr. Gregory Fowler.
Thank you, Dr. Williams. Greetings to our graduates, guests, and colleagues, and a special welcome to both Maryland Secretary of Commerce Kelly Schultz and UMGC alumna and the Assistant Adjutant General of the Maryland Army National Guard, Brigadier General Janine Burkhead, who will offer our keynote address. As we gather virtually today, I hope you and those you love are safe and well. The past year has not been easy for anyone, as our nation and the world have experienced heartbreak and hardship. Now, as vaccines become available, we have renewed hope. We gather today uplifted by that hope and encouraged by the tremendous achievements of our graduates, many of whom have overcome significant challenges to reach this milestone. We offer a special salute to our graduates who are active duty members of the U.S. military and our veterans. Your service has earned you the respect and the admiration of a grateful nation, and we are so pleased that you selected UMGC as your university of choice. We also pay tribute to all who continue to help us navigate the current public health crisis. Whether you are a healthcare professional, scientist, teacher, first responder, or one of the thousands of people who prepare and deliver the essential goods and services on which we depend every day, we offer our heartfelt thanks. And of course, let us pause to thank all of those dear to us who have offered love and encouragement along the way. They have shared in the sacrifice, and they share in this celebration. The heart and soul of every university is its faculty. Today, we salute the more than 4,500 dedicated educators of our graduates worldwide. The video tributes offered today by our faculty members, deans, administrators, and staff are truly heartfelt because today, you represent our greatest achievement, and we are so proud to recognize and celebrate your success. Graduates, let me say, on behalf of everyone at University of Maryland Global Campus, what an honor it has been to help you in the pursuit of your goals and your dreams, and what a privilege it is to share this special moment with you. Today, you stand prepared to lead in your homes, your places of work, and your communities. On this day, you don't need role models. Today, you are the role models for us and for everyone watching. Congratulations on your achievement. One of the great traditions of commencement is the keynote address. It is an opportunity to hear from someone whose achievements and words can inspire us all. We are so proud that our keynote speaker today, Brigadier General Janine Burkhead, is a graduate of University of Maryland Global Campus, Commander of the Maryland Army National Guard, and Deputy Commanding General for Reserve Affairs at the U.S. Army War College at Carlisle, Pennsylvania. Brigadier General Burkhead commanded more than 14,000 National Guard troops at the height of their efforts to protect the U.S. Capitol during the inauguration of President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris on January 20th of this year. She was also selected by Maryland Governor Larry Hogan to lead the Vaccine Equity Task Force's efforts to ensure the statewide equitable distribution of COVID vaccines. Brigadier General Burkhead graduated with honors from Hampton University with a Bachelor of Science in Political Science. She holds 2 master's degrees, one from University of Maryland Global Campus and the other from the U.S. Army War College. Her most recent overseas deployment was in support of combat operations in Afghanistan. In her civilian capacity, she is a senior advisor in the Bureau of Trust Fund Administration at the United States Department of the Interior. She serves the state of Maryland and our country with distinction and is a mentor to those around her. We are so proud to count her among our alumni. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Brigadier General Janine Burkhead.
Congratulations, graduates. Congratulations, family members and friends who supported you along the journey. I am Brigadier General Janine L. Burkhead, Commander of the Maryland Army National Guard and the Deputy Commandant for Reserve Affairs at the United States Army War College. It was the fall of 1993 when I too decided to pursue a degree with the University of Maryland University College, UMUC, now University of Maryland Global Campus, UMGC. I decided this master's degree program was right for me and my circumstances. Much like you, I worked a demanding full-time job while holding down a part-time job in the National Guard. And of course, anything else life threw at me at the time. So I understand the joy and the relief you are feeling today. While our time together is limited, I share my thoughts with the hope that my words will further your successes. So I offer for your consideration, be solution-oriented. To make a difference in the world, focus on identifying solutions. There is no lack of talent for identifying problems. However, fewer people can identify solutions and even fewer are prepared and able to action that solution. Use what you have learned and the relationships you have built through the UMGC program to think critically and act intentionally. In the midst of the protests engulfing our country, remember the ultimate goal is change, and not change for the sake of change, but change for the better. Be one of the few solution-oriented. Have a personal development plan and a plan to change that plan. I assure you this graduation is not the end of learning. Many of you have come to UMGC with a thought to find a career, improve your current career, and others are looking for a change. No matter which category you identify with, the plan which got you here may not be the plan that gets you where you want to go. Take time to assess and reassess the plan. Commit to spending time every day in the pursuit of self-improvement and actioning your plan. This will change you, this will change how you see the world, and it will change how the world sees you. Take responsibility for your outcomes, and when your outcome isn't what you want, remain resilient. Many of you have worked while going to school. Some had to work and raise families. Many had to dig deep to make this financial commitment. For some of you, it took longer than you wanted it to take, and for others, you stopped and started several times. But here you are. Many of you had a lot of reasons to quit, but you didn't. Many other people dropped out along the way, but you made it. You made it because you were determined and because you were willing to pay the price. It wasn't easy. You took responsibility and you made it happen. And let's face it, some of you were just lucky. The takeaway is, no matter how much you were tested, you were able to persevere. You have overcome obstacles and sit here today, the newest UMGC graduates. For that, I am exceedingly proud of you. If you maintain a similar attitude going forward, you will achieve far more in life than you can imagine. I am frequently asked, what drives me to do my job? It is elevating others to succeed and share in their successes. For me, it is essential to leave a long-lasting legacy. Buildings and monuments are a way of being remembered. However, my name being used over time and space and generations is even more important to me. In closing, stay grounded and help others. We all stand on the shoulders of giants who have gone before us. Be a giant in the life of someone who aspires to be a solution finder and not a divider. I am highly honored to deliver this address to the 2021 spring graduating class. Best wishes to each of you. I look forward to reading about your future successes, and congratulations.
Thank you, Brigadier General Burkhead, for sharing your inspiring words with the UMGC class of 2021. We are so proud to have you with us today. It is now my pleasure to introduce our university's Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs and Chief Academic Officer, Blakely Palmietto.
Thank you, Dr. Williams, and greetings to all who are joining us today. Graduates of the class of 2021, congratulations on earning your degrees and achieving a remarkable milestone, one that speaks to your dedication, strength, and perseverance. During your time at UMGC, you have been guided by our extraordinary faculty, mentors, and staff. I would like to thank them for their dedication. Their work and their service have supported you as you have pursued your degree and built relationships that will serve you into the future. It is perhaps fitting that this commencement is non-traditional. For many, if not all of you, it symbolizes your educational journey. Unlike the traditional college experience, yours has been complicated by the added responsibilities of jobs, families, or military service. For many, the path forward has been neither short nor simple. All the more reason for you to take pride in this moment. Whatever life has thrown at you, your grit, character, and commitment ultimately delivered you here, where not even a global pandemic has stood in the way of you earning your degree. Each year, the university selects a member of the graduating class to speak on your behalf, someone who represents the special attributes of UMGC students. Today, Raymond Fisher earns his Bachelor of Science in Information Systems Management. The youngest of 6 children and the third of his siblings to graduate from UMGC, Ray is a Washington, D.C. native, a U.S. Marine Corps veteran, a vocalist, and a proud father, with a truly remarkable story of all that led to where he is today. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome UMGC graduate, Raymond Fisher.
Good afternoon, President Fowler, fellow graduates, honored guests, fellow veterans, family, and friends. To our families, you've been our support, our true north and motivation, and we thank you. It's been a long time coming. When I was invited to give this speech, I was honored, and I reflected on the enormous responsibility it represents. My life's journey may be familiar to those of you who are first or second time around students, veterans, and parents. Special shout out to all my ISFM majors and Team Final Countdown. It has been a long time, and I endured a lot to get here. The youngest of 6 children and the only boy, I am now the third to graduate from UMGC. It's been a long, winding, and sometimes bumpy road. I lost both my parents by age 11, and my journey led from the streets of Washington, D.C. in the 80s, through 2 tours of duty as a combat Marine, to Chicago as a junior engineer in the early 90s, and finally as a software programmer and tester in the dot-com era till now. For most of my life, I was the only man of color in my office or on my team, and I dealt with the challenges that come with that. Fast forward to 6 years ago when I met the love of my life, and I decided to take on a new challenge of studying at UMGC with all the early mornings, late nights, and family time that had to be managed, not sacrificed. It took all the courage, self-discipline, and integrity that I developed growing up and solidified in the military, where I became a man. My story may be different from yours, but as graduates, we the class of 2021 can collectively say, here we are, world, fierce, confident, and ready for any challenge shaped by the academic crucible of this institution of excellence. The weekly discussions, group projects, case studies, and friendships have enriched us beyond measure. My theme today is, it's been a long time, and it comes from one of my favorite Christian artists, Mark Schultz. In the song, he talks about the self-doubt we can feel when taking on a daunting challenge, about the costumes we put on to fit in, and about the idols we keep instead of wanting what is real. Let me tell you, there are few things more real or humbling than the journey that has led many of us to this day. In my own case, I had to acknowledge that I have a little boy trapped deep inside of me who is so afraid to fail, so he hides. But in this journey, I had to open the door within me, take him by the hand, and say, we need to step outside of the comfort zone, to the limitless possibilities life has to offer. And I know that many of you can relate. For the class of 2021, our reality included a global pandemic. It did not shake our resolve. Instead, it brought us closer together, more determined than ever, even as we mourn those who have fallen to this illness. At the start of the spring semester, I had 2 classmates become ill with the virus. But our professors showed compassion and empathy, extending deadlines and allowing my classmates to focus on their health. It made a huge difference. Our group finished that business continuity planning class with A's, even though we named our team C's Get Degrees. And I'm happy to say, both of my classmates recovered and are graduating with us here today. Now we can look back and say it was a hard time going through it, but we faced it standing tall together. Doing the work took on a new meaning, and every victory was a reprieve from the unrelenting cycle of bad news. It kindled a fire in our bellies. For me, that fire burst into a 4.0 GPA for this semester. To God be the glory for that. We've been blessed to have outstanding advisors, professors, and classmates. We share a common goal, and all of you have helped me see who I really am, the best possible version of me. To my fellow graduates, I say thank you and congratulations. In closing, I ask you to reflect again on words penned by Mark Schultz from the song, Time That Is Left. What will you do with the time that's left? Will you live it all with no regret? Will they say that you loved to your final breath? What will you do with the time that's left? I hope you will join me in making the most of the time we have left. Congratulations, and thank you once again from the bottom of my heart for this special moment.
Thank you, Raymond. We wish you all the best. And now, graduates, we have arrived at the culminating moment of today's ceremony. To confer your degrees, let us again welcome the president of University of Maryland Global Campus, Dr. Gregory Fowler.
Thank you, Dr. Williams. Graduates, will you please rise? Under the authority granted by the State of Maryland to the Board of Regents of the University System of Maryland, and by that board delegated to me, I hereby confer upon you your degrees, as in each case is appropriate, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Fowler. Following our ceremony, please enjoy the other elements that this virtual commencement has to offer, including the Gallery of Graduates, where you can access a video of each graduate and hear their name announced. Or watch the full-length video of more than 5,000 graduate names being read in alphabetical order. To conclude our program, and with appreciation for everyone joining us today, we welcome 2021 UMGC graduate Vivian Mojica to perform our university's alma mater. Vivian is earning her Bachelor of Science in Social Science. Ladies and gentlemen, Vivian Mojica.
We honor you and thank you for all that you have done to help us on our journey and make us all as one. So with this song of glory, let's say your name out loud. UMGC, UMGC, forever standing proud. The time we spent together at night or in the day, in many different places, at home or far away, unites us and then guides us. Now we're your precious jewels. UMGC, UMGC, the dearest of all schools.
It honestly feels surreal to be celebrating this amazing milestone today. I thank God for this achievement. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Thank you, Rocio. Thank you, Kevin, for being my strength and my rock. This one's for you. To all the staff and faculty members at UMGC, thank you for all your encouragement and kindness. Congratulations, class of 2021. We did it.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. We made it. Through the long nights, the early mornings, and even a pandemic, we're here. Thank you to faculty, staff, family, and friends for all your love and support. Congratulations.
Wow, it's amazing what you can do if you put your mind to it. At the age of 40, I accomplished my dream of earning my degree, and I dedicated it to my children, Brian Jr. and Jenna. For everyone out there, no matter where you are in life, if you want it, believe it, and you will achieve it. Special thanks to my husband, Brian, my family, my friends. Congratulations, class of 2021. We made it.
Congratulations, fellow graduates. When I was young, I was not allowed to get a higher education because of my gender. However, here I am, breaking my family traditions and gender roles, becoming the first for my 6 siblings to get a higher education. I thank God and the support of my family, who pushed me into facing my family traditions. It is never too late to change your life.